Now everything is good, friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, here what OAuth server, right? Here what is that? It will return what is that? It will return what? Response as a response as what? Response as a access token. Access token, and this token will give to what? This book my show application, right? This book my show application. After then what will happen now? Then whatever resources we want to access, right? Whatever resources we want to access using book my show application, then we can able to access it, right? Then book my show application will make the request to what? Again, this book my show application will make the request to whom? End user data is nothing but what? Resource server, right? Resource server with what? With what is that? Access token. With what? Access token. With what? Access token, right? Access token means what? It's reading the data, right? In this request, what will happen now? This one will return what? Accept bit. It will make the request to our end user user data. End user data is nothing but resource server, right? Then this resource server will return what? The data to whom? Book my show application. Data to whom? Book my show application. Means what is that? It will provide, sorry, anything?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, nothing.
Provides what? Provides end user data. End user data, right? End user data. After taking this end user data, then what will happen now? Then this book my show application, will give the response to whom? End user.
Yes.
Just what is that? In the book my show means what? Just what kind of response we will get? So wallet, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Wallet page. Just let's take so wallet page, right? So means what? In this what is the first step? Facebook will end user will make the request to what? Client machine, right? Client machine is nothing but what? Book my show application. Second step is what? It's asking, book my show application is asking the permission of what? It means asking the grant, right? Then after providing the grant, this end user providing the grant, then what is that? It's providing the grant to what? Book my show application. Then the book, by taking those things, what book my show application is doing now? Book my show is making the request to what? Facebook authorization server, right? That is the fourth step, right? Fourth step. After then what is that? Our authorization server is returning what? Our authorization server is returning access token, right? Access token as a response. After taking that access token, then what will happen now? Our book my show application is trying to access the resources. That is the right? Sixth step. After then what is that? Then our resource will return the end user data. That is the seventh step. Then
Yes, Ravi.
after by taking the resource data, right, our book my show application will return what is that? Final response to what? End user.
Yes.
End user, right? End user. So in this what is that? In this first what is that? In this case in this stage, in this stage what is that? End user is providing permission to client application. from permission to client application to access data resource, server, but before before accessing data from resource server, both from resource server both from resource server, right? This one, then this one, yeah, both what is that? Both client with end user, right? Client with what is that? Client with end user, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Client with what? Client with end, client with end user must be validate, using OAuth server. OAuth server, if valid, if valid means I'm saying that, right? Just what is that? Sometime here, what is that? Whenever we are making the request to resource, right? Whenever we are making the request to resource, whenever we are making the request, first what step is happening? This OAuth server is validating this end user is correct or not, right? Come on. Then this then it's giving the permission to access our resource or not. Come on, friends.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
Ravi. Yeah.
So
Yes, Ravi.
here what is that? Client with end user must be
Must
validated
be valid.
using OAuth server. If validate, right? If validate, then if validate, then what is that? OAuth or auth server provide one token, with what? With valid it will 1 minute, it will provide, right, one token. This server is providing one token with the valid user, valid end user, right? With a valid end user, right? To read the data from
Client
resource server, right? Resource server, then what is that? Granting access token, right? How this grant accessing granting a token, granting access token, right? Granting access token, let's understand this one also, friends. Okay, granting or no, granting access token, no, let's generating access token, right? Here generating also, na, because how OAuth server is generating access token. Okay, let's first understand that one. Okay, so generating access token, how this one? End user trying to access services from client API, na? Come on, end user trying to access access, what is that? Client
Application.
client application, right? Client application, right? Client application with services, right? With services.
Yes,
So yeah, so first what is that? First what is that? In the user trying to access, service. Trying to access service, what is that? From client application, right? Client application, then what is that? Then client application is asking either logging or providing permission to access the data from resource server, right? Means what is that? It will ask, what I'm saying, that it's asking, right, whatever data you are providing, that is the accessible data or not, to whom? This resource.
Valid.
Yeah, that is the valid data or not, right? So these things is happening here, right? Okay, this one will provide the validate, but how we can present this information to you people, because this architecture is becoming like too much lengthy, so much theory part is including here, right? How I can present these things to you people? Yeah,
Open other paint.
yeah, no, that is a fine. So here, after taking this what token, right? What then? This client application is providing the permission to then end user client end user is providing, what is that? Access permission to what? Access our resources, na? Come on.
Yes, yes.
Right? So
Yes, Ravi.
yeah, so means what is that? It's providing the grant, right? It's providing the grant only, right? Then we can able to access, na? Come on. End
Yes.
user providing permission. Permission is nothing but what, friends? Grant. Permission is nothing but what? Grant, right? Grant means either provide, what is that? Username and password, or allow both. If already logged in, then there is no problem in that, you can access it, right? You can access it. So okay, so just do one thing, okay friends, just do one thing, okay, because like still so many theories there, right? So many theories are there. What I'm doing now, just okay, I'm sharing this diagram to you people again, right? I'm sharing this diagram. Okay, let's stop the session here itself only, because in a single shot I can't able to complete this what OAuth, right?
Yeah.
So just I'm sharing this notes to you people, okay? Go through that, whatever explanation till now I given, because again tomorrow I will explain, and based on this one only I will develop the application, right? So because still I don't want to increase theory only, right? Theory only. So because
Yes.
yeah, so see, I think 1.5 year onward, just theory only going on, right? So if that, then what is that? That curiosity you guys will lose, right? So let's stop session here itself only. Tomorrow, just read this document once, right? Again, tomorrow we will try to complete OAuth security, right? Come on.
Practical.
Right, but the thing is, guys, okay,
Yeah,
but
okay.
Practical part.
but the thing is, guys, just read once, and if the
Understand.
yeah, understand these things, right? If the Facebook server, OAuth server, and this module and component, what is the client, what is the end user server and what is the resource server and what is the OAuth server, right? Just read this document once, right? And tomorrow join the session tomorrow, friends. Okay, tomorrow we will complete OAuth, right? And maybe tomorrow will be the long session again. People are ready for that?
Yes,
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, because you know, see, it will become everything will be bounced from your brain, friends. Okay, if I'm entering in the next stage, so I need what is that to read once these things. Okay, and recall my explanation whenever I'm explaining these things, right? Recall that wording also as well as read once. Okay, tomorrow we will try to complete what is that OAuth.
sure.
Okay, so now let's stop
Okay.
our session here itself only. Let's stop our session here itself only. Tomorrow we will continue our OAuth things. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys. So okay.
Okay.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Sure.
Thank you.